Hello, I'm Yutaka Watanabe, a tax accountant and administrative scrivener. Welcome to the channel Tax Accountant and Administrative Scrivener Nabe solves your money problems. Today, I'd like to talk about what are the benefits of obtaining a construction license yourself. This topic is about an important decision faced by sole proprietors and small construction business owners. That decision is whether to intentionally apply for a construction license entirely on your own. At first glance, it just sounds like troublesome paperwork, doesn't it? But in reality, hidden within this process is tremendous value that can dramatically strengthen your company. So first, I'd like to ask you a very fundamental question. Why would anyone go through the trouble of obtaining the license themselves? Construction license application documents are as thick as a dictionary, and the requirements are extremely complicated. The work can feel overwhelming. Naturally, most people think, why not just leave such a troublesome task to a professional? A business owner's time is limited. So, why would you take on such a difficult challenge instead of spending more time at the job site? Now, what makes this issue particularly interesting is the surface level contrast between two options. The first option is hiring a professional administrative scrivener. It is reliable and significantly reduces the workload. However, naturally, substantial professional fees are involved. The second option is the DIY route, submitting the application entirely on your own. In this case, external service fees can essentially become zero. This powerful contrast, especially the overwhelming difference in cost, is often the first strong motivation that makes many business owners think, maybe I should try doing it myself. Of course, the most obvious advantage is simple cost reduction. That is absolutely true. By reducing administrative scrivener fees, more cash remains in your business, especially during the early stage of a business, when cash flow may be tight. Reducing expenses by hundreds of thousands of yen can have a major impact. That money can instead be used for requirement investment, hiring employees, or working capital. Wanting to save money is a completely reasonable and contract business motivation. But wait a moment. Let's shift perspectives slightly and look beneath the surface of the iceberg. Beyond the simple idea of saving money, what deeper truth is actually hidden there? In reality, struggling through those thick application documents yourself and repeatedly visiting government offices forces you, as a business owner, to confront a very important question. This is not merely clerical work. It carries much deeper meaning, connected directly to the foundation of your business. Experiencing This process, personally, is not just about filling in blank on forms. It is, in a sense, highly practical training for understanding the rules of the construction industry at a fundamental level. By tackling the process yourself, you begin to understand firsthand how the government evaluates contractors and what standards are truly important. If you simply outsourced everything to a professional, you might never fully understand these details. And here, another very important keyword appears: management review, commonly known in Japan as keishin. Please remember this term. Keishin is the system used to objectively evaluate a company's capability and financial health when bidding on public construction projects. Facing this strict evaluation system directly allows you to clearly see how your company is evaluated by third parties and what types of numerical indicators are being demanded. By confronting this process instead of avoiding it, your strategic perspective as a business owner can expand dramatically. And here, yet another crucial concept emerges. Your management foundation. To obtain a construction license, you must prove every aspect of your company's operations with numbers, including financial stability and past construction achievement. In other words, preparing the application yourself becomes a perfect opportunity to thoroughly review your company's management foundation. Even without hiring outside consultants, the process itself becomes the most practical form of internal auditing, allowing you to check whether the very foundation supporting your company has any weakness or cracks. Up to this point, the process can be neatly organized into 3 major steps. Step 1. Personally experience the difficult process. Step 2. Deepen your understanding of the complex rules of the industry. Step 3. Use that deeper understanding to thoroughly review your company's management foundation. What initially begins as a simple desire to save money naturally evolves into a process of improving the overall strength of your business. This is true beauty of the DIY route. Of course, it is not all positive. Honestly speaking, it requires a tremendous amount of time and effort. A business owner's valuable energy and time will certainly be consumed. However, this represents a powerful contrast between short-term pain and long-term return. By paying the temporary cost of effort, you gain lifelong management skills as an enormous long-term return. That structure clearly exists within this process. In other words, the most important point is this: the ultimate value hidden deep beneath the surface was never merely the initial cost reduction. The real value is evolving from a skill craftsman or site supervisor into a truly independent business owner who fully understands numbers and regulations. That is the true essence hidden within the troublesome construction license application process. Finally, I would like to leave you with one question. Are you simply trying to save money on service fee right now, or are you investing time into developing your own independent management abilities? Beyond obtaining a construction license by yourself lies not merely a piece of paper, but a strong management foundation and your own unwavering capabilities. Today, I spoke about the topic, what are the benefits of obtaining construction license yourself? For more information about construction license, please also visit the website of the Yutaka Watanabe Construction License Administrative Scrivener Office. I will continue sharing contents related to money and business. So, please subscribe to the channel. The Tax Accountant and Administrative Scrivener Nabe solves your money problems.